I'm trying to go to Japan.
What's it like being black
I'm
in
trying to
Japan?
go. I'm trying to go to Japan, and I'm trying to see what it's like to be black in Japan. You know, I be hearing, oh, they mad racist. You about to get called. They about to look at you and take pictures of you. We saw Duke Dennis in China. They was taking pictures of him. They didn't even know who he was. They just saw a black nigga with dreads and they're like, oh yeah, I need to take a picture of him. Is it like that in Japan? I don't know. Am I about to get the juzz? You may be asking, what are juzz? Japanese huz. Are they available? Am I about to fuck with some fine Japanese shits? So we about to figure out here. What's it like being black in Japan?
Japan.
I think it's a bit overwhelming at first, to be completely honest, because like,
And then she would like block me. And she was blocking me, right? And it seemed like she liked me, but she kept blocking me. And then
No matter where I go, I'll always get discriminated against for being black. So I might as well choose the place that makes me happy.
Tell them,
Hi
sis.
everyone, how are you? This is Ricky. Today I'm going to interview
Ricky.
black people. What's it like being black
What the fuck
in
this
Japan?
fuck this nigga just call us?
I'm going to interview black people.
Block. Why does he say it like that?
What's it like being black in Japan?
I don't like the way he says
So
black.
let's see. On my channel, I dive into Japanese culture and lifestyle with both Japanese people and foreigners in Japan. So it's a perfect channel for anyone thinking about traveling to or living in Japan. Plus, you can learn real everyday Japanese by watching this video like this.
Arigato.
So if you haven't yet, I would
Arigato.
really appreciate it if you could subscribe to my channel and follow me on my Instagram where I show my daily life in Tokyo.
I know a
Alright,
little bit of
let's get
Japanese. I'll be
started.
watching
So
anime
okay,
and
thank you
shit.
so much for your time. Could you introduce yourself?
my name is Darion. I'm from America, and I'm particularly from Louisiana, like the central Louisiana. Yeah.
Alright. So how long have you been in Japan?
I've only been in Japan for a week so far, but I did go last year for 1 month, a part of the school program here.
Alright,
This
so
nigga
how
not
long
even
will you
really
be
from
staying?
here,
in
bro.
Japan?
Find a
I'll
new
be staying
nigga,
in Japan
please.
for 1 year.
What's it like, being black in Japan?
Okay, that's a really good question. I feel like when it comes to being black in Japan, it's no different from being maybe like another color. Now, just in
The fuck's
the
other
Asian
color?
countries, white
Red?
is favored more, merely because that's just how it's been for a long time. The color white is favored, not necessarily the character of the person, but just the appearance. Like if a Japanese person sees a white guy and he's like mildly attractive, it's like, oh, that guy is like cool, he's super cool, he's white or whatever. But that's not as common, I think, nowadays. I feel like it's more so whenever you come here, you're a foreigner. You're not black necessarily, you're not white necessarily. You're a foreigner. And it's only a few Japanese people that might look at you as color. For example, there's a lot of Japanese girls that like gyaru. And a lot of them really like hip hop culture. I'm just using Japanese
You mean yeah.
gyaru. however you say it.
Alright, yeah.
See, so that's basically the snow bunny variant up in Japan, right? Because you know here we got those white lady that they think they from the trenches. You know, those are snow bunnies. You know, they love black cock. They love black babies. They love naming their kids Jaden and shit. In Japan, I guess they're called gal. Let's learn more about the gal. I'm very interested.
I'm only
Yeah.
using Japanese girls for example, but there's also guys too that are
Yeah,
also
I know.
like hip hop. So a lot of girls that are into that, they like hip hop whatnot. So when they see a black guy, it might be more of a like a spectacle to them, right? That's the only case where race might play a part.
tryna
But for the
role play
most part,
shit. I
in
mean,
Japan,
hey,
it's
man,
mostly
I-
just like, oh, you're a foreigner.
could be a rapper,
right?
too. They
Instead of
say
just
I
like,
look
oh,
like,
you're black, you're white, you're Mexican, none.
Shit, they ain't gonna say I look like any
So when
nigga.
it comes to
I'll take
relationships
any one of
here,
them.
you have to be very, very, I guess,
Just give me some,
particular
just give me
with
some
what you
pussy.
might
Nah, I'm
say
good.
and how you might convey something.
Okay, let's say you're dating a Japanese girl. Like, is there any problem? Could be like language, could be like culture difference, or like whatever.
Ooh, good question. So one problem could be a case of being fetishized because of the race.
Yeah.
The one problem can be they just see you as a novelty,
Trophy.
right? And I've seen this in many interviews with foreigners on Japan. It's like if you're like black or whatever, it's like a novelty, right? So they might not completely like you for you. Oh, I'll tell you an experience I did have. I was talking to a Japanese girl online, and we talked for a very long time. I don't know if she's Manhattan, I'm not sure, but she was a little bit crazy. But we were talking, and she was very sweet and whatnot. But she would have these weird moments where she would get like really drunk and whatnot or whatever, and then she would like block me. and she was blocking me, right? And it seemed like she liked me, but she kept blocking me, and then she just blocked me altogether. So I don't think she necessarily liked me.
What? That made zero
Personally,
sense.
It was kind of just like, oh, this is a black guy, he's a spectacle. Let me talk to him for a little bit or whatever, and then move on. Right. And I've heard a lot of other people talk about that same experience where it'll seem like someone's into them, and then it's kind of just like they kind of distance off once they get their fix of a foreigner, you know. So, but it's not with every Japanese. I'm not gonna say that, but it's some of them are like that, especially counting like what their niche is, you know. So.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much, Tink. Could you introduce yourself?
My name is Umi, and I'm from Florida,
I hear her voice
and
box.
I've lived in Japan.
I already heard her voice box already. I think the Japanese people they've corrupted her. Why does she speak like that? I don't know. Why am I making fun of her? I'm not making fun of her. I just don't like her voice box. Nothing wrong with it.
Japan for 2 years.
What brought you to Japan?
I wanted to study Japanese, and since I was a kid, I've always wanted to live here.
What's it like being black in Japan?
So it's different from being a foreigner. Those are two different things. Technically, yeah, they're the same, but also different. Being black, I would say, has its difficulties. Like, I get stereotyped a lot, actually, in Japan. So with my job, I work with kids, and so when I first meet them, they cry because of my skin tone. I get a lot of derogatory terms sometimes with Japanese people. Like, they've called me like a monkey. I've been called the N-word a few times here.
What the
But
fuck?
also, it's been really good too.
No, I don't wanna
like,
get
because I'm black, I
abused.
stand out a lot.
Chill.
And so
Just trying to
people
go to
come
Japan,
me
enjoy
more
enjoy some
usually
sushi
than
and
most.
ramen
So,
and
like,
shit.
if
I
I'm
didn't know
with
I
my
this
friends who
came
are,
with it.
like, let's say white. Japanese people will come to me
Be like, "Have
first
you?"
because I look more different, I guess. Maybe because I dress pretty Japanese. So
Is there any pros and cons like being black in Japan?
yeah. Okay. So the cons are
Obviously, you getting called monkey
of
and
course,
shit. That's not
people
great.
will stare at me a lot, but I'm pretty used to that. Stare at me, so some of this discrimination. But the pros are, so if I apply for a job, there's not a lot of black people usually that apply for jobs, so I'll get picked more often than not because they want something new, something fresh. Yeah.
That's fire.
All right, is there anything that you want to share your experience in Japan, like being black?
Oh, yeah. So I guess being black in Japan, I use dating apps sometimes to talk to guys, and a
I
lot of
knew she was a
people
little freak.
there will
I
say,
know,
like,
I
oh,
know
I've
she
never
be
talked to
getting
a black person
crazy.
before. So usually I'm the first black person that I've gone on a date with a Japanese guy. For the most part, it's pretty nice.
You fetishizing
and
it, huh?
I would say, like, there's a group of like Nigerians that live in like Harajuku and Shibuya and stuff. And
What the fuck? They got Nigerians
usually
in
if there's
here.
like some trouble or some guy trying to talk to me, they will step in and help me because I'm black too. So they will, you know, we try to have each other's backs. Yeah. Also, because I'm black and I live in Japan, a lot of Japanese people assume that I can't speak Japanese, or they
Oh
assume
yeah,
that
I could speak
I'm
Japanese.
from Africa. Or
Konnichiwa.
if I tell them that I'm
Arigato gozaimasu.
American, then they get surprised because
nani?
I think a lot of Japanese stereotypes towards African American women are
shine.
that everyone is
Shine,
pretty heavyset,
shine.
you know, fat.
That means
So
die.
that's a big
Wait, what?
stereotype here. Heavyset stereotypes towards African American women are that everyone is pretty heavyset, you know, fat.
What?
So that's a big stereotype
Is it 'cause they got
here
fat butts,
with
or is it
being
'cause they
black
think
in
they
Japan.
tortas?
And yeah,
I don't
like
think
said,
black
they
that's a
assume I
stereotype. I
can't
think
speak
it's
Japanese, so when
like they
I
got
do
fat
speak
butts.
Japanese, they get really surprised.
They think they tortas?
Because I think they assume like me and my friends are together. She's white, I'm black. They assume she can speak Japanese, and I can't. So that happens quite a lot. And usually it's opposite. They can't speak Japanese, but I can. So, yeah.
Yes, that's interesting. Okay, thank you. Do you see yourself in Japan in the future?
Yes, I plan to live here as long as
it looks beautiful.
I
You see
can.
the scenery,
I
it's
wanna
like a
try to
nice
live
little park,
here
you got green
forever.
shit.
Hope- That's
Shit's
my
fire, bro.
plan
I'm-
because I really love living here.
Yeah, I
even
really wanna
though
go, guys.
Japan has its pros and cons.
I'm about to
Everywhere
start a
around the world
GoFundMe for my,
has its pros
Japan
and
trip.
cons. So I think like as an African American woman, as a
I
black
heard they
woman,
need babies in
no
Japan.
matter where I go, I'll always get discriminated against for being
you know
black.
how I'm at, y'all.
So
You know
I
the
might
call,
as well
you know the
choose
call.
a place that makes me happy.
Alright, thank you so much. Do you speak Japanese?
少しだけ。
Can you introduce yourself in
She just said
Japanese?
she
too?
spoke Japanese mad times.
はじめまして、私の名前
Nico's
は
not
み
listening.
です。2年くらい日本住んでいる。なんか私の日本語はあんまりペラペラじゃない。だからもっと勉強したいです。はい。
ありがとうございます。Alright, thank you so much. Thank you so much for your time.
No problem.
Yeah, could you introduce your background?
So my name is Christopher Holman. I'm from America, the United States. I'm Jamaican and Haitian for my nationality. I was raised in like the
Miami.
sub area of like Long Island, if you know
Oh,
where
shit.
that's at.
New
And
York.
I'm studying abroad here in Japan I've been here for a few months, 2 months so far. So I'll be here for another month or so.
Alright, how do you like it here so far?
I like it a lot here so far. It's a beautiful city, a lot of things to see, a lot of great sights. The culture here is it's fun. Like people are super nice. We go into izakayas and drinking. It's amazing. The food here is great, and there's just a lot of
Facts,
things to
ramen,
do, and a lot of
sushi,
opportunities.
spicy tuna roll,
I haven't tapped
all
into
that
yet,
shit.
but like you can just see it around the place. There's so many things to do.
Alright, so what's it like being black in Japan?
I think it's a bit overwhelming at first, to be completely honest, because like coming from America specifically, being from the Philly part, it's like a whole different culture and experience, and you have to sort of like relearn how to navigate that. I think sometimes people staring and stuff, and like people getting like not weird, lots of people looking at you. It is a bit like it caught me off guard a little bit. That in itself, it's its own experience. But like besides that, I think like personally, I've been saying to myself a lot, so trying to avoid all that. So it's not the worst experience, but I think like if I was here any longer than a few months, it'd definitely be something I have to really sort of learn how to navigate and get used to.
Is there any like negative thing that you didn't expect in Japan?
I think the negative thing I didn't expect was like sometimes people can be a bit standoffish here and like cold and reserved, and like that's never a problem because like you live your own life, of course. But like for my personality, it is like I'm used to like talking to everybody and like wanting to connect to people, and like you feel like you can't really have that too much over here. At least what I experienced so far.
Is there any pros and cons being
Yo, I
black
just don't
in
know.
Japan?
I'm not gonna hold
I
you.
think pros is that like you just can be in your own world. No one's really bothering me in terms of like physically bothering me.
I
and,
ain't
like,
hear shit
that
about
I
no
can just live my
hoes.
own life, and I guess
I-
that's a really nice part.
Call me a horny
The
man. I'm
girls
just
and
saying.
men here are super like receptive of me and my own life, and I guess that's a really nice part. The girls and men here are super like receptive of me and like can't
Oh,
be
you said the
understanding
and
sometimes
men
if I say
part.
I don't speak English, like try to work with me and stuff. But like I think the cons are like it is just like it's hard to relate to other people and like other experiences because like my experience is so like it's its own thing, so it's difficult to actually connect with people on that.
There are a lot of Japanese people who has dreads.
Yeah.
What do you think about it? What can I ask?
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't ever think it's my place or someone's place to, like, yell at somebody for it, get mad at somebody about their own life. But, like, I do think it's a bit strange. Just because dreadlocks do have a bit of a religious significance. Japan has its own, like, culture and things that they can add into their own life. It's important to at least know what they mean or present if you're going to be wearing dreads. So it's, like, it's never, like, a big problem or something to, like, get mad at. But, like, it is, like, a bit like a, that's weird.
Alright, so you feel kind of weird.
A little bit.
Maybe having
Like,
those,
I don't let it bother me that much, and just like it's not like
the
my
Grinch finger
biggest focus of
dreads.
attention, but like it is something that I noticed. Like, oh, that's like a non-black person wearing dreadlocks.
Do you speak Japanese?
Not really. I have a textbook and some like writing books to practice. I know some like basic phrases and stuff like that, but like I don't really know it that well.
Alright, like do you want to say something in Japanese?
I guess gozaimasu. Sumimasen.
Alright, thank you so
Nigga
much.
just
Thank
said
you.
basic words. He don't know
Thank you
no
so much
Japanese.
for watching so far.
That nigga's a fraud.
How was it?
Get me
I
out
really
there.
appreciate.
I'm reenacting a bunch of scenes. I'm reacting the Attack on Titan final death scene. I'm reenacting the when Reiner and Bertolt reveal themselves to Eren. I can reenact the whole scene. He goes like something, and Eren's like Sheena, some shit like that, some shit like that. But yeah.